Welcome back, guys. My name is Peter Velasquez. I'm a filmmaker from Ocala, Florida, and today we're gonna do a full raw review on Dehancer Pro. Disclaimer, they did send me this plugin for free, and I do have a 10% discount code on the... They honestly wanted me to try the plugin and give my full honest review on it. So we're gonna do that today. So recently I shot an interview for my mother-in-law, so I wanted to use that raw footage so we could color grade it real quick right here. So let's jump into Final Cut. So here I did a quick cinematic interview with my mother-in-law. I was practicing back home. So I'm a big believer, the more practice you get, the better you get. And then you can provide the best services to your clients. So anyway, so here we have a tight shot. I shot this with my FX3 with a Sigma 24-70. So let's go into the plugin. So here's the plugin right here. Right here you got your source. So right here you could choose your camera. So you could input the Rec 709. So right here, as you can see, I got my Sony. My camera is the FX3, and I have my S-Log3. So right at the get-go, you get everything with the plugin right here. So I really like that. So moving on, I did color graded, but I disabled everything. So we could go step by step of what I did and my color grading process. So I have worked to a workflow where I find my film, which is just, I chose Kodak Vision 3 250D. So let's enable this. And right here, you already can see it is pretty clean and beautiful image right here. So, and then you got the push-pull. Push-pull is literally like you're playing with contrast and colors, right? So you see here, you got more contrasty, here you got a little bit more flat. But the thing is, my second step, I go to the print. And in my print, I use the Kodak 2383. And as soon as you enable that, that is where you got your look. And then see, when you go back and forward, that you can start playing around with. So this is my sweet spot right here. Another thing is they have a lot of film profiles. So as you can see, they have an extensive selection and you can start like playing around with it. And eventually you can find like the look that you want. But so far, Kodak 3, I've been using it a while. 500 too. This is not bad. I like it a lot too. I'm more of a fan of that teal and orange look. So, for the sake of the review and tutorial, we're just gonna pick this one. So far, I'm happy with this. Let's see, film developer. You will enable this, and you could use a little bit of color boost. See, you could play around with this. And this is like everything with color grading. It's just like going back and forth, just finding the look that you like. Like all this, I don't play around too much. So, and to be honest, I don't use all of the settings. This is my workflow. This is like my style, and I like to keep it simple. I don't wanna overcomplicate things, because time in our line of work, time is our enemy. We need to film, edit, and then deliver fast. That's what sets us apart from the rest. It's great quality and fast delivery. So, like I said, I don't play around too much with this. Film compression, let's enable this. So one thing that I do like is this white point. You can see this area right here. So if you erase it, we want to eliminate that highlight. it will turn it a bit grayish. See how you can like eliminate it? Sometimes you got like highlights clipping, but in this case I don't like it because it gives it a little bit more depth, and I like that bloom. Let me see. So we're gonna keep going. This is good right here. Target white. You got color density too. You can see it right here on top. Color head. This is where you play with your midtone, shadows, highlights. You have a little bit of different colors you can play around with here too. Film grain. Not too much of a fan of film grain since a lot of the work goes to Instagram, and Instagram will compress it. So not too much of a fan, but for the sake of it, I like the grain right here. It has that film texture to it. And we have other scenes, so we'll show it as soon as I'm done right here. Then you have highlighting, which I think is top notch. I think this and bloom is one of the best feature, apart from the vast option they have on profiles. So highlighting, we'll enable this. It's just very subtle, but if you're a colorist, filmmaker, someone that enjoys color grading, you could tell and you could appreciate the details. And I like bloom. I think this is the best bloom out there in terms of plugins. So let's enable bloom. And they do have an app where you could edit photos. So we're just gonna hop real quick on the phone so we can edit one of my photos and see how it looks. So this is a recent photo of a promo shoot we did a couple months ago. So same thing, you have a lot of options right here, right? So let's say, and you have your presets. So for example, right there from the get-go looks real good. I don't like the grain. Let me see. And you have so many options. Like you could go with either one because they all look good. Even the black and yeah. I like this one too. So even on the app on the phone, you have all the profiles, all the film profiles you can use too, from the videos to the pictures. And you can tell there's just a lot of options. But I think you could go right here in category. No, edits. Okay, so you go to edits, and then this is where you could customize everything. So you can play with the push and pull right here. I don't even know what preset this is, and I like it. I like that. I like the moody type too. Developer, contrast boost, camera correction, color boost. Nice. See, you got compression, same as you have in video. You have a lot of options here too on the phone app. Print, Kodak. So let's try this one. And you can have your own unique look when you start stylizing it. If that's a word. If you start stylizing it with your own customization. So I think the phone app is pretty cool. This is something that I definitely will use on my workflow. So the final verdict, is it worth it? I think it is. I think if you're a filmmaker, you're a colorist, someone who enjoys putting their own unique look into your videos, this is the way to go. Yes, it's gonna take you a little bit of time in playing around with all the different settings and tools, just learning. as you go. I have used it for only 3 weeks and I'm still learning with it, but I do get DMs about like my look, that people like my color grading, they like my skin tones, they like that it has a film vibe. So credit to them, because I've been using Dehancer for the past 3 weeks. So in terms of price, yes, it is pricey, but you could tell why. You can tell all the work they have put into the plugin, all the details. Because like I said, the highlightation, the bloom, it to me is perfect. It doesn't have any flaws. It just look film. I can tell why they have it listed at that price, because the work has been put. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. You can give it a try. There's a 10% discount code on the description below. Let me know if you have any questions about anything filmmaking, lighting, cinematography, any questions about Dehancer. I would love to answer your questions, so at the same time I can keep learning as I go. And yeah, see you on the next one.